Our next honoree is Stephen Llanusa. He is the pioneer of social change. He's a man of many hats: husband, father of 3 adopted sons, educator, and gay parenting rights advocate. As a teacher for more than 20 years, Stephen has dedicated his life to education of his students. He's also a school board member of Claremont Unified School District. Stephen's been very proactive and instrumental in raising awareness about gay families in the schools and the communities. He and his husband were one of the first couples in the state of California to fulfill a same-sex joint adoption. His courage and vision are why we are celebrating his efforts as a local hero. Stephen is working with the Human Rights Campaign on welcoming schools, which addresses family diversity and gender stereotyping, bullying, and name-calling in schools. He's also been active in organizing several community events in support of LGBT programs. Let's take a look at this.
My name is Stephen Llanusa. I'm a 6th grade teacher and a member of the Claremont School Board. Glenn and I have been living in Claremont for the past 18 years, and 12 years ago, Glenn and I became foster parents to Alex, Aaron, and Eric, and after 2 years, we adopted them. Once Glenn and I became parents, we now had something in common with all the other parents. We had kids. Not only did these families find out that we were more like them than they thought, they also realized that they were more like us than they imagined. When Glenn and I became parents, it was much more intense than we expected. The stuff that was harder than we imagined, but the rewards were greater than we would have hoped for. I'm constantly pleased with the accomplishments that the boys have achieved on their own, through their own work ethic or through their own choices. The best parents are the ones who make themselves obsolete. And with Glenn's help, I like to think that I'm achieving that with my boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, for dedication to education and community activism, it's a great honor to present KCET's local hero, Stephen Llanusa.
Well, I was really impressed that I'd memorized my acceptance speech until I saw that 11-year-old boy memorize an entire concerto. I'd like to thank KCET and Union Bank for this honor. I'd also like to recognize my husband, Glenn Mia, and our sons. Because as you saw from that video, they are working not just for the LGBT community, but for the community as a whole. I was fortunate to have been raised by a very supportive family. Mom and Dad modeled living with integrity, which allowed me to live openly and honestly. My siblings, nieces, and nephews have all been supportive of my non-traditional family, and for that I'm very grateful. But I also want to remind people that although Glenn and I got married 4 years ago, it was during a very brief time when marriage equality was legal in California, and it is not now. Our family was able to be solidified by the marriage we had, and I'm hoping that with the recognition by KCET, Edison International, and Union Bank, that marriage equality will once again be established in California. I know there are high school students in gay-straight alliances throughout the state who are hoping that our loving relationships and our committed marriages will be treated equally as others are. We're looking for the day when people realize that although it is love that makes a family, it is marriage equality laws that protect them.